Good evening, I'm Sean Murphy, and welcome to the halftime show. My first guest will be Matt Phelps from the water polo team. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening.
Matt, as a first-year sport at De La Salle, how do you think water polo did?
I think we did very well for our first year, and I also think that that's an indication of how well we're going to do in the future. As far as I know, the football team at De La Salle didn't do that great in their first year, and you know where they stand today. So I think that how well we did this year is really a sign of how great of a team we'll be in the future.
Okay, since it was a first-year sport, how do you think the coaching was?
The coaches were a lot like the players in that they were relatively inexperienced, but they did an excellent job.
Okay, I've heard that water polo is a co-ed sport. Do you agree with this standing?
Well, it's never really going to be an issue at De La Salle because, of course, it's an all-boys school. You know, even if girls are allowed to play, it'll never be a problem at De La Salle. But as for other schools, I know that they are allowed to play because officially water polo is not ruled a contact sport, whereas baseball, for example, is. And I've played both those sports. I can tell you that there's a lot more contact in water polo than there is in baseball. So I don't know why it's ruled that way, but that's how other schools allow girls. It'll never be an issue at De La Salle.
Who was your toughest competitor during the season?
Alkalani's by far. They're a very experienced team.
Okay, how was their play, though? Were they tough, or...?
Oh, yeah, they could put in their second string, and they could get in a lot of practice against us. That's basically all it was. They're a tough team, and they've been around for a lot longer than we have.
How many players on your team are seniors?
There's no seniors on the JV team, and there are 4 seniors on the varsity team.
So when the seniors graduate, do you think the team will be affected by their loss?
No, I don't, because this year no one had any more experience than anyone else, and it's just going to be 4 open spots on the varsity team. I don't think that's going to hurt us at all.
So are you looking forward to next year's season?
I definitely am.
Okay, how well do you think you'll do?
I think that the improvement is going to be very great. I mean, a team can probably improve every year, but the greatest improvement will be between the first and second years, since we're so inexperienced in our first year.
When will training begin for this next season?
Well, we've decided to start sort of a summer league that's going to help us before the official season starts, and then the official season will start in September.
All right. Now, you were saying that water polo is not a contact sport. Do you agree with this ruling?
No, I don't agree with this ruling, especially since a sport like baseball is ruled a contact sport. And like I said, there's a lot more contact in water polo.
What was the worst contact you've ever experienced in the game?
That's really hard to say. I've fouled out a lot. I think I inflicted more contact than I received.
I've been interested in water polo, and I've been watching it. Who do you think the strong points of your teams are?
A strong point would probably be defensively, when we learned to keep our eye on the ball and still know where the man was that we were covering.
Are you ready for championship game?
A championship game? Yeah, I guess so. But as for the strong point, our weakest point would probably be any time that we played jungle ball, and that's when we didn't have any organization to our plan and we just tossed the ball around until we scored, which fortunately sometimes worked, but that's still our weak point.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Sean.